Hello everyone, here is one more session on breech presentation. In this session we'll talk about management of breech presentation. Management of the breech presentation can be done by two ways. It may be done during antenatal period and also done during labor. Sometimes the breech presentation is detected during pregnancy. So management is possible during the antenatal period. But sometimes you get the patient for the first time during labor only, where the breech presentation is detected. So management can be done during labor. We first see the management during antenatal period. When you get the patient during pregnancy and by clinical examination or ultrasonography breech presentation is detected, then what should be the management? First of all, the efforts are done to correct the malpresentation. Efforts are done to turn the presentation from breech to vertex. So that process is called external cephalic version, ECV. External, because this process is done per abdomen. Vaginal examination or the vaginal procedure is not needed. It is done per abdomen of the woman, of the pregnant woman. That's why it is called external. Cephalic means head. So head position is changed from the fundus, head is brought to the pelvis, and version means turning. So this change in the correction is called, change in the presentation is called external cephalic version. We'll discuss the whole process in detail. First, the time when external cephalic version is done. It should be done at or after 32nd week of the pregnancy. It is not done usually before 32nd week, because before 32nd week the fetus is much floating in the amniotic fluid. If we correct the malpresentation before 32nd week, there are chances that there may be spontaneous reversion. So from the vertex again there can be spontaneously breech because the fetus is constantly floating. But after 32 weeks the floating reduces. The fetus becomes somewhat stable. So then after there are less chances of alteration in the presenting part. So after 32 weeks when you correct malpresentation, when you make presentation vertex, there will be less chance of spontaneous reversion. From the vertex there will be not again the buttocks. There are such less chances. That's why it is done after 32nd week of the pregnancy. And that's why the incidence of the breech presentation is high when the fetus is born prematurely. That we discussed in the previous earlier session, right? The optimum time of version is 34 to 36 weeks. This is the best time for external cephalic version. If version done before 32 weeks, there can be spontaneous reversion, which I just explained you. So repeat version is needed. So when from the vertex again there become breech, we have to go for the repeat version. So the external cephalic version should be done again, right? So to avoid it, to avoid the repeat version, it should be done after 32 weeks only. In some cases, version may be required earlier than 32 weeks, like in case of the large fetus. When before 32 weeks only the fetus is larger in the size. If we wait till the end of 32 weeks, or if we plan to have external cephalic version after 32 weeks in case of large fetus, the fetus which was already large, already more grown before 32 weeks will be more grown after 32 weeks. So then after version becomes difficult because the fetus becomes more larger in the size. And for version, for turning of the fetal body, there should be space in the cavity. Here the large fetus itself occupies the major space of the cavity. So if you wait for more than 32 weeks, it is quite difficult to have version in the later phase of the pregnancy. So in such case, version may be done before 32 weeks. Version is difficult after 36 weeks of the pregnancy. Even though the fetus is average sized, after 36 weeks fetus is almost completely grown. So at that time the version becomes difficult. because the empty space in the cavity is much less. Uterine relaxants are sometimes used to make the version easy. Sometimes abdominal wall is tight. This will make the version difficult. So to relax the wall, uterine relaxants are sometimes used. So nowadays these relaxants are used to make the version easy. Now the contraindications of external cephalic version. When version should not be done. Multiple pregnancy. The first contraindication is multiple pregnancy. In this condition, more than one fetuses are growing in the uterus at the same time. Here, when the single fetus is there will be space in the cavity for version. But here, more than one fetuses are there, so empty space in the cavity will not be there. So difficulty will occur in the version. So version is contraindicated in the multiple pregnancy. Second condition is IUGR. When there is intrauterine growth retardation. The IUGR babies are smaller in the size. They are small for dead fetus. Very delicate, not properly grown. So they may not resist the pressure of the version. We'll discuss how the version is done. We'll discuss the method. But because the baby is small for the date, not properly grown, the growth deficit is there, the fetus may not withstand the pressure done during version. That's why for the IUGR, version is contraindicated. Third is placenta previa. When the placenta is implanted on the lower uterine segment. It is quite possible that whenever there is placenta previa and when there is breech presentation and the version is attempted, during version there may be separation of the placenta from the lower uterine wall, and this will lead to antepartum hemorrhage. So to avoid it, to prevent it, whenever there is placenta previa, version should not be done. Then severe preeclampsia. Whenever there is severe preeclampsia, especially when the blood pressure is quite high, at that time also version should not be done because it may cause some damage to the fetus. Fetal malformation, especially hydrocephalus. Hydrocephalus means the fetal head is filled with some fluid. There is fluid collection in the fetal head. Hydro means water. So collection of the fluid in the head is called hydrocephalus. This condition makes the fetal head size larger. Because of the hydrocephalus, the head is larger in the size compared to the buttocks. Now you know the shape of the globular or you know the shape of the gravid uterus. The fundus is broader than the lower segment. In hydrocephalus, head is broader than the breech. So the large head, the broad head can well accommodate in the fundus. That's why there develops breech presentation, and this presentation is comfortable to the fetus. If you go for the version, the new presentation, even though it is normal, because in version from the malpresentation we are converting it into normal presentation. So even though it becomes vertex, the normal presentation, the hydrocephalus fetus may not find it comfortable for him, right? So there may be fetal distress after the version. So version should not be done. And one more condition is elderly primigravida. The woman who has been pregnant in the advanced age, she is called elderly primigravida. For her, the pregnancy is very precious. So she may not be ready to take any risk during her pregnancy because she needs the healthy outcome, and the outcome is the fetus, right? So external cephalic version is contraindicated in all these conditions. We can also go to the other conditions like dead fetus. When the fetus is dead, there is no need to go for the version because we are going for the version to make the labor easy. Here when the fetus is dead, version is not needed. Severe degree contracted pelvis. For successful version, pelvis should be adequate. But when there is contracted pelvis, version should not be done. And previously known congenital malformation of the uterus, like suppose there is septated uterus. In the septated uterus, septum is there in between the uterine cavity. So this will restrict the free space in the cavity. So when the malformation is already known, version should not be attempted. So these are various contraindications for external cephalic version. Version may be successful in certain cases, like complete breach. In these conditions, there are more chances of successful version, like when there is complete breach. Complete breach means, now you know that all the body parts of the fetus are well flexed. So when the fetus is well flexed, version becomes successful. Non-engaged breach. After the engagement of the breach, version will not be successful. But when the breach is non-engaged, version is possible. Version becomes successful. Sacro-anterior position. When the fetus is presenting through LSA or RSA, there are more chances of success in the version. Adequate leaker. For version, sufficient amount of amniotic fluid should be there in the uterine cavity. So adequate leaker is also in favor of successful version. Non-obese or thin patient. When the patient is thin, when the mother is thin, the movements can be better done. The pressure can be better applied on the mother's abdominal wall because her wall is also thin. So version is successful in all these conditions. Now if the version fails, what are the causes of the failure? Breach with extended legs. In the extended legs, the feet are at the head level. So the kicking movements which are required for the version will not be possible. So whenever there is breach with the extended legs, even though the version is attempted, it may fail. Second condition, scanty leaker. When the amniotic fluid volume is very low, at that time also with the scanty volume of the fluid or in the absence of the amniotic fluid, version may fail to occur. Big size baby. Whenever there is big size fetus, version should be done before 32 weeks. That we have discussed earlier, right? But if you wait till the late pregnancy or wait till full term, at that time when the fetus is big size, version may fail. Obese patient. Because of the obesity, the abdominal wall is thick, so the pressure required on the abdominal wall may not be applied properly. Or in case of the obese patient, the fetal body parts are not well grasped, they cannot be well defined, so version may fail in such cases. Congenital malformation of the uterus. Whenever there is any malformation in the uterus, and if it was not known in advance, it was not known priorly, and you go for the version may fail. Then undiagnosed twins. The multiple twins pregnancy was not detected, and without having knowledge of the twins pregnancy, directly version is attempted. So at that time also version should not be done. And whenever the umbilical cord is short cord also prevents the version. So version may not be successful, it may fail whenever there is short cord. So almost you will see that the contraindications of the external cephalic version are also the conditions where the version fails, right? Now the steps, how the external cephalic version is done. Patient is first asked to empty her bladder, and then she has to lie dorsally, that means on her back, with legs little drawn up. The legs should be somewhat drawn up. Buttocks of the patient may be raised on a pillow. You have to put a pillow under her buttocks to disengage the engaged breech. Sometimes when the breech has engaged, then to disengage it, the buttock level should be raised, and for that a pillow should be put under the buttocks of the patient. And in such condition, the patient should lie in at least patient should lie at least for half an hour before the process is started, before the version is done. Presentation and the position in the breech should be confirmed by careful clinical examination. Even though you have examined the patient previously and you are knowing the presentation and the position, still whenever you are doing the version, at that time before you go ahead in the version, confirm the presentation and the position by clinical examination of the patient. Bowel evacuation should be done by giving the mild laxative. The bowel should be empty. The fetal heart sound should be obtained carefully. This is very important part of this process. Before you start the procedure, you have to auscultate, you have to get the fetal heart sound. If fetal heart sound are not heard properly, version should be postponed for possibilities of IUGR and fetal death. This means version should be done only after getting proper FHS. If FHS are not obtained, not heard properly, there is a possibility of either IUGR or fetal death. In the IUGR, the heart sound may be dull. In the fetal death, heart sound are absent. So whenever you find that FHS are not heard or FHS are very poor, you have to consider the possibility of the IUGR or the fetal death, and before you detect any such condition, you have to postpone version. Version should not be done. Usually in this process, the general anesthesia is not needed, but sometimes the patient is non-cooperative, especially when the patient is primigravida. Primigravida patient gets nervous quite soon, so she will not cooperate in the procedure. So when the patient is non-cooperative, you may require to use general anesthesia. Otherwise, it is preferred not to use GA for this process, because it is the OPD procedure, it is the minor procedure, so GA is not needed at all. Abdomen exposed properly. Abdomen should be exposed. The clothes on the abdomen should be removed. Dusting powder should be sprinkled over the abdomen. This is to make this process easy, to allow the easy movement of the hands of the doctor. The dusting powder should be sprinkled on the abdominal wall. From the pelvic grip, the breech is displaced to one iliac fossa. Which iliac fossa? Towards the side of the fetal back, because the breech is in the pelvis. So hold the breech from the pelvis and displace them towards the one iliac fossa. Now on which side you will displace it? Towards the side of the fetal back. Now when there is LSA position, left sacro-anterior position, then the fetal back is towards the left iliac fossa. So you have to shift the buttocks, shift the breech towards the left iliac fossa. And when there is RSA position, at that time you have to shift the buttocks towards the right iliac fossa. So wherever side the fetal back is present, towards that side iliac fossa, you have to displace the buttocks. The fetal head at fundus and the breech at one iliac fossa should be grasped by palms. By palm, grasp the fetal head at fundus and the breech at the palms. Breech at the pelvis. By gentle but steady pressure, the breech is pushed to the back and the head to the front of the fetus. The buttock should be pushed towards the back of the fetus and the head should be pushed towards the front of the fetus. That means in the LSA position, you are pushing the pushing the buttocks upward towards the left side and the head downward towards the right side. I repeat, whenever there is LSA position, when the buttocks are in the left iliac fossa, you are giving pressure to the buttocks upward, and that is towards the left side, because back is towards the left side, and the head should be pushed downward in the right side, because towards right side you will find the fetal front part, right? You have to give the pressure continuously. So by gentle but steady pressure, the breech is pushed to the back and the head is pushed to the front of the fetus. By such continuous pressure, you have to sustain the pressure. At what stage, what you will find? From the longitudinal lie, the fetus turns transverse. Fetus becomes transverse. So by giving continuous pressure from both the sides, from the fundus downward, from the buttocks upward, at one stage the fetus from the longitudinal lie turn into the transverse lie. Then continue giving the pressure. The same pressure continued till vertex be the presentation. Till the vertex come at the pelvic grip and the buttocks go at the fundal grip. You have to continue giving the pressure till this process or till this outcome. The version should always be done during complete relaxation of the uterus and the abdominal wall. That means version should not be done during uterine contraction. When the uterus is relaxed, also the abdominal wall is relaxed, you should go for the version. After the version, the FHS should be obtained again. The fetal heart sound should be obtained again after the version, because usually you find bradycardia, FHS reduces after the version, but that comes to normal within 1 to 2 minutes usually. So you have to keep in checking the FHS repeatedly till the FHS becomes normal, and this usually gets normal in 1 to 2 minutes. If you find that bradycardia persists, bradycardia in FHS persists, or any other abnormality in the FHS is found, then reversion should be done. If bradycardia continues, this means that the fetus is not comfortable with the normal presentation, with the new presentation. So you have to go for the reversion. From the vertex, again it is made original breech presentation, even though it is malpresentation, because the fetus is more comfortable with the malpresentation. This is what its continuous bradycardia indicates, right? So reversion should be done for the sake of the fetus. Vulva should be inspected for any vaginal bleeding. Following successful version, the next checkup should be done after a week, whether it is vertex only. There are less chances of reversion after 32 weeks or 34 weeks. Still, you have to examine the patient after a week to confirm the presentation. Repeated checkup of the presentation should be done till rest of the pregnancy. Till pregnancy continues, you have to repeatedly examine the patient to confirm the normal presentation. Now the dangers of external cephalic version, or the dangers involved in the external cephalic version. There may be premature onset of labor. When the version is attempted, labor may start, so there may be premature onset of labor. Placental separation and antepartum hemorrhage. I told you, when there is placenta previa, there are more chances of placental separation, so APH will develop. Looping of the cord round the fetal neck. During version, there may be looping of the umbilical cord round the fetal neck. If this looping becomes tight, it may cause strangulation of the fetal neck, and the fetal death may occur because of that, right? Then presentation of the cord. During the version, it is quite possible that the cord passes below the presenting part, cord passes beyond the presenting part, and this will lead to presentation of the cord. And premature rupture of the membranes. There may be sometimes premature rupture of the membranes occur. That means membranes rupture before the cervix dilates completely. In the first stage of labor only, during pregnancy only, there may be rupture of the membranes. So these are all the dangers involved in the external cephalic version, and that's why nowadays version is not done. When the breech presentation is detected, the gynecologist, the doctor will decide to go for planned cesarean section. Fetal mortality due to external cephalic version can be up to 1%. So continuing further, place of the external cephalic version, where the version should be done. It should be done at the place with adequate facilities to conduct breech delivery and with low perinatal mortality. So if version fails and we have to continue pregnancy, as the breech presentation only, then the hospital should have the facility, the center should have the facility to conduct the breech delivery. So it is always done at such center only. If facilities are lacking, the external cephalic version should not be done. There is difference of opinion regarding the permission for the ECV. There are two groups of the doctors who are giving different opinions whether ECV should be done or not. Right? Some doctors believe that to avoid the complications associated with the breech presentation, the external cephalic version should be done. But the other group believe that considering the risk involved in the ECV, it should not be done. Pregnancy should be continued as breech presentation only. Now management after version fails. If version fails, what should be done? If the first attempt of the version fails, second attempt should be done after 7 days. The general anesthesia may be helpful in the second attempt when first attempt failed due to non-cooperation of the patient. So whenever the first attempt fails, first attempt of the version fails, the second attempt should be done after 7 days. And if the reason of failure of the first attempt is non-cooperation of the patient, then second time it should be done under general anesthesia. If the attempts of the version fails, if second time also version fails, then what to do? Patient is allowed to go on spontaneous labor as breech presentation only. So pregnancy should be continued as breech presentation, and the labor is also done, delivery is also done as the breech labor. If there is no other associated complication, especially contracted pelvis, along with the breech there should not be any other complications associated with the breech pregnancy. At that time only you can allow the patient to continue pregnancy with the breech presentation, right? Contracted pelvis is very likely complication associated with the breech presentation. So at that time, whenever there is contracted pelvis with the breech presentation, normal labor may not be possible, right? So at that time you may not allow to have the spontaneous labor. Elective cesarean section, it is performed at term on attaining the fetal maturity in cases with associated complications. So whenever the complications are associated, these complications may be IUGR, contracted pelvis, priming gravida with big baby, then you should not go for the spontaneous labor, but the cesarean section is planned, and that is called elective cesarean section, right? So this was the management of the breech presentation during the antenatal period. In the next session we will talk about management during labor. There were some technical faults, so you may find these sessions somewhat interrupted, but still I hope you will understand the management of breech presentation during the antenatal period. Thank you.